Good afternoon, children. आज हम लोग will be studying about cholesterol metabolism. इसको I have divided into two parts. So one part we will talk about how it is synthesized, why is it important, and a few things about कि कैसे उसको body उसको हम लोग कैसे regulate करते हैं. But before that, I'll just take a break. किसी एक स्टूडेंट ने एक सवाल पूछा है कि साइक्लिक एएमपी हाउ डज इट एक्ट ऑन पायरुवेट काइनेज एंजाइम एंड द फॉस्फोफ्रक्टोकाइनेज एंजाइम इन ग्लूकोनियोजेनेसिस. नाउ अगर आपको याद होगा हमने जो डाउट क्लियरिंग वाला भेजा था उसमें लास्ट में फ्लो चार्ट था. And you have to remember that जब भी बॉडी को स्टार्वेशन या स्कार्सिटी फेस करता है तो ग्लूकागॉन द हार्मोन इट एक्ट्स टू इंक्रीज द अमाउंट ऑफ ग्लूकोज इन द बॉडी सो दैट इट इज मेटाबोलाइज्ड फॉर एनर्जी. तो साइक्लिक ग्लूकागॉन कैसे एक्ट करता है? ग्लूकागॉन इज अ हार्मोन which acts through cyclic AMP by forming it. This cyclic AMP, then what happens is that it stimulates or inhibits particular enzymes. So for example, pyruvate kinase. Now pyruvate kinase is an enzyme of the glycolytic pathway, which is also used by reversing it. You use it for gluconeogenesis. You reverse it using the enzyme phosphoenol pyruvate carboxykinase. So pyruvate kinase is for glycolysis. That means the body has an ample supply of glucose खाने के बाद. तो इसको जब आदमी स्टार्व करने लगता है तो एज आई हैड टोल्ड यू देयर आर सर्टेन पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी व्हिच ओनली लिव ऑन ग्लूकोज. उस ग्लूकोज के मेटाबोलाइज से जो एटीपी निकलता है सिर्फ उसी पर रह सकता है. तो पायरुवेट काइनेज को साइक्लिक एएमपी ड्यू टू द एक्शन ऑफ ग्लूकागॉन वो इनहिबिट कर रहा है. वो उसका जो एक्शन है उसको रोकता है, उसका जो ट्रांसक्रिप्शन है उसको रोकता है. दूसरा है हाउ डज इट एक्ट ऑन फॉस्फोफ्रक्टोकाइनेज. तो इफ यू रिमेंबर I had shown you one slide in which there was in the middle there was active fructose 2,6 bisphosphatase and inactive PFK2. These were the bifunctional enzymes in the sense that one polypeptide has two enzymes. So इन वन पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन क्या होता है, बिसफॉस्फेटेज जो है फ्रक्टोज 2,6 वो एक्टिव होता है तो PFK2 को इनएक्टिव हो जाता है. उसी का उल्टा है, जब PFK2 एक्टिव होता है तो बिसफॉस्फेटेज इनएक्टिव हो जाता है. एंड बोथ दीज एक्टिवेशन और इनएक्टिवेशन ये होता है फॉस्फोराइलेशन डीफॉस्फोराइलेशन से. तो ये फॉस्फोराइलेट कौन करता है? तो एक एंजाइम है साइक्लिक एएमपी डिपेंडेंट प्रोटीन काइनेज. दिस साइक्लिक एएमपी डिपेंडेंट प्रोटीन काइनेज इस पे साइक्लिक एएमपी एक्ट करता है, ये इसको स्टिमुलेट करता है. और इसको कौन स्टिमुलेट करता है? ग्लूकागॉन. So glucagon ultimately through cyclic AMP acts on cyclic AMP dependent protein kinase, and what does it do is ये जो inactive fructose 2,6 bisphosphatase है जिसका PFK2 एक्टिव है, इसको फॉस्फोराइलेट करके PFK2 को इनएक्टिवेट कर देता है और फ्रक्टोज 2,6 बिस्फॉस्फेटेज एक्टिव हो जाता है. तो when fructose 2,6 bisphosphatase is activated, ये क्या करता है कि fructose 2,6 बिस्फॉस्फेट को fructose 6 phosphate बनाता है. तो what happens is that it goes towards gluconeogenesis and the formation of glucose. अगर PFK2 एक्टिव होगा तो what will it do? It will act on fructose 2,6 bisphosphate and this will inhibit it and glycolysis will take place. So this is how by phosphorylation, dephosphorylation of the bifunctional enzymes and cyclic AMP they act. So now I think if you still don't understand it, so what should we do? क्या करेंगे? जब बिना मास्क का मौका आएगा तो we will discuss this. Okay, now let's talk it. So why is cholesterol important? क्यों? तो cholesterol is the characteristic steroid alcohol of animal tissues and ये बहुत सारा essential function body का perform करता है. Now cholesterol ये tissues में present है and plasma में either as a free cholesterol और उसको combine करते हैं long chain fatty acid के साथ एस्टेरिफाई करके as cholesterol ester. तो ये जो कोलेस्टेरॉल ईस्टर है ये स्टोरेज फॉर्म ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल है. नाउ इन द प्लाज्मा ये दोनों जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल का फॉर्म है दे आर ट्रांसपोर्टेड एज and inside the lipoproteins. Now we have already discussed cholesterol एक amphipathic lipid है and as such ये बहुत essential structural component of the cell membranes है and there it performs an important function for the maintenance of the correct permeability and fluidity. And cholesterol is also present in the outer layer of the plasma lipoproteins. Now cholesterol ये synthesized होता है in many tissues of the body and the starting molecule is acetyl coenzyme A and this cholesterol is a precursor of all the other steroids हमारे बॉडी में, corticosteroids, the sex hormones, the bile acids and vitamin D. Therefore, it is of critical importance ताकि हमारा जो सेल है बॉडी में it should get an appropriate supply of cholesterol. Now to meet this need हमारा बॉडी में there is a complex series of transport, biosynthetic and regulatory mechanism. और इस पूरे complex mechanism of cholesterol transport, cholesterol biosynthesis और cholesterol regulation, the liver plays a central role. ये cholesterol homeostasis में Now, cholesterol is a typical product of animal metabolism. Therefore, cholesterol occurs in food of animal origins like egg yolk, meat, liver, brain. Amongst the lipoproteins, the low density lipoprotein is the vehicle that supplies cholesterol and cholesterol esters to many tissues. The free cholesterol, it is removed from the tissues by the high density lipoprotein or HDL, and from the tissue it is transported to the liver, and in the liver cholesterol is eliminated from the body either as cholesterol or after it is converted to bile acid, and this process is known as reverse cholesterol ट्रांसपोर्ट. हमारे बॉडी का जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल है, इट इज एलिमिनेटेड फ्रॉम द लिवर एज कोलेस्ट्रॉल एज सच थ्रू द बाइल, और कोलेस्ट्रॉल इज कन्वर्टेड टू बॉइल्ड सॉल्ट्स which are then secreted into the intestinal lumen. The cholesterol is a major constituent of gallstones, which are found in many patients who have a large number of stones in their gallbladder due to many causes. Now, in the human body, the balance between cholesterol influx and efflux, that means सेल से कोलेस्ट्रॉल बाहर एंड सेल से कोलेस्ट्रॉल अंदर, ये प्रोसेस जो है ये इट इज नॉट प्रिसाइज. सो द नेट रिजल्ट इज दैट देयर इज अ ग्रेजुअल डिपोजिशन ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल ये टिश्यूज में, और खास करके ब्लड वेसल्स के एंडोथेलियल लाइनिंग में. सो दिस बिकम्स अ पोटेंशियली लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग अकरेंस जब ये डिपोजिशन जो है ये लीड्स टू प्लाक फॉर्मेशन, इवेंचुअली लीडिंग टू नैरोइंग ऑफ द ब्लड वेसल्स. इस प्रोसेस को क्या कहते हैं? एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस there is an increased risk of cardio or cerebro or peripheral vascular disease. Now, in front of you, I have shown you a picture of a cut section of a normal artery. Now you will see it has a perfect 3 layers in its wall. So what happens is that due to any reason there is a tear in the wall, and this tear leads to slowly there is a deposition of fatty material, which that major part is of cholesterol, and slowly what happens is that it becomes the opening which was so big has become narrow, and it becomes narrow, and then suddenly the plaque burst. There is leading to clotting and blood clot and the blockage of the artery. So this is why it is important that we control the blood cholesterol level of many patients. So यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं what are the cholesterol balance. So ये जो liver है, it is the liver cholesterol pool. So dietary cholesterol से liver में आता है. एक्स्ट्रा हिपैटिक टिश्यूज में जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल है थ्रू रिवर्स कोलेस्ट्रॉल ट्रांसपोर्ट यूजिंग HDL ये लिवर में आता है, एंड इनसाइड द लिवर देयर इज डी नोवो सिंथेसिस फ्रॉम स्क्रैच फ्रॉम एसिटाइल CoA. लिवर से निकलता कैसे है? वाया VLDL, फ्री कोलेस्ट्रॉल इन द बाइल, और कन्वर्जन टू बाइल सॉल्ट्स एंड bile acids. So this is in a nutshell how cholesterol is balanced in our body. Now चलते हैं हम लोग बायोसिंथेसिस में. So cholesterol is biosynthesized from acetyl coenzyme A. एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम A कहां से आएगा, ये सारा डिपेंड करता है अपने बॉडी पे. सो दिस एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम A is the starting molecule for cholesterol. Now, little more than half the cholesterol of the body, ये approximately 700 milligram per dl होगा, ये सिंथेसिस से होता है, और बाकी जो आधा है वो हमारे डाइट से मिलता है बॉडी को. एंड एज आई सेड, ऑल टिश्यूज ऑफ द बॉडी, जिस भी टिश्यू में न्यूक्लिएटेड सेल्स है, they are capable of cholesterol synthesis, and this synthesis occurs in the endoplasmic reticulum and the cytosolic compartment of the cell. It is not inside the nucleus or the mitochondria or anywhere else. And in the body, in spite that all cells can produce it, it is the liver, the intestine, the adrenal cortex, and the reproductive tissues, which includes the ovaries, testes, and placenta. These are the major contributor to the cholesterol pool of the body. So this acetyl coenzyme A, this happens to be the source of all carbon atom inside the cholesterol molecule. So cholesterol is a hydrophobic compound. It is a 27 carbon compound, and it basically consists of 4 fused hydrocarbon rings, जिसको कि हम लोग A, B, C, D कॉल करते हैं. This 4 fused hydrocarbon ring is called a steroid nucleus. और इससे अटैच्ड है एक 8 कार्बन branched hydrocarbon chain at carbon 17 of the ring D, that is the last ring of this steroid nucleus. So 4 ring fused है, steroid nucleus बनाता है, और एक ब्रांच 8 कार्बन का ब्रांच हाइड्रोकार्बन है जो कि कार्बन 17 पे D ring पे है. Now the ring A has a hydroxyl group at carbon 3, and ring B has a double bond between carbon 5 and carbon 6. So this is the basic characteristic of a cholesterol. All the carbon atoms in cholesterol are provided by acetyl-CoA, and NADPH जो है वो reducing equivalence देता है. This pathway is endergonic, and this endergonic pathway is driven by hydrolysis of the high energy thiouster bond of acetyl coenzyme A and the terminal phosphate bond of ATP. ये synthesis, this requires the enzymes to be inside the cytosol and on the membrane of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the peroxisome. This whole pathway ये responsive है changes in the cholesterol concentration, or as I have said earlier, there is a regulatory mechanism which balances the rate of cholesterol synthesis against the rate of cholesterol excretion. अगर imbalance होता है तो it will lead to an elevation in the circulating level of cholesterol, and this will have disastrous consequences. तो vascular system में जाके narrowing करेगा, और अगर clot कोई निकल गया तो इंफॉक्शन हो जाता है उस बॉडी में। नाउ लेट अस कम टू सिंथेसिस प्रॉपर। तो फॉर ईज ऑफ यूज ये जो सिंथेसिस है, it is a very lengthy pathway. So what we do is we divide it into 5 steps. And the first step is synthesis of mevalonate from acetyl coenzyme A. उसके बाद formation of isoprenoid units from mevalonate by a loss of carbon dioxide. उसके बाद condensation of 6 isoprenoid units to form a compound known as squalene. The fourth step is cyclization of the squalene, that is, you form a ring, and this gives rise to the parent compound of steroid, that is lanosterol. And the last step is formation of cholesterol from lanosterol. तो एक एक करके हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। The first step, biosynthesis of mevalonate. This takes place using acetyl coenzyme A and through the formation of HMG-CoA, that is 3-hydroxy 3-methyl glutaryl coenzyme A. And this is formed by the reactions inside the mitochondria also, because this is exactly the same step in the synthesis of ketone bodies. Magar difference in cholesterol biosynthesis is that ये जो HMG-CoA का जो process है यहाँ से यहाँ तक, for cholesterol it is extra mitochondrial. So what happens is that initially 2 molecules of acetyl coenzyme A, they condense in the presence of the enzyme thiolase to form a molecule of acetoacetyl-CoA. Now this acetoacetyl coenzyme A, in the presence of the enzyme HMG-CoA synthase, ये एक दूसरा मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम E के साथ इसमें जुड़ता है एंड द प्रोडक्ट इज HMG-CoA. अब HMG-CoA जो है इट इज रिड्यूस्ड टू फॉर्म मेवालोनेट एंड द एंजाइम इज HMG-CoA रिडक्टेज एंड इसके लिए we need 2 molecules of reductant, that is NADPH. अब ये जो लास्ट स्टेप है using HMG-CoA reductase, this is the regulatory step in the biosynthesis of cholesterol. And ये जो HMG-CoA, this is the enzyme which is regulated, either stimulated or inhibited to increase or decrease the biosynthesis of cholesterol. So here you will see that this is the place where the important group of drugs, that is the statins, are used, which inhibit the enzyme HMG-CoA reductase. HMG-CoA reductase is also inhibited by cholesterol itself or bile acids, and it is also inhibited by the product of this reaction, that is mevalonate. अब second step है is the formation of the isoprenoid unit. So यहाँ क्या हो रहा है कि mevalonate जो है it is phosphorylated sequentially, एक के बाद एक ये phosphorylated होता है using ATP एंड तीन तरह का काइनेज, मिवालोनेट काइनेज, फॉस्फोमिवालोनेट काइनेज एंड डाइफॉस्फोमिवालोनेट काइनेज। तो तीन काइनेज में इट गेट्स सीक्वेंशियली फॉस्फोराइलेटेड, और उसके बाद लास्ट स्टेप में देयर इज अ डीकार्बोक्सिलेशन रिएक्शन एंड यू हैव what is known as an isopentenyl diphosphate. So this is the second step of mevalonate forming isopentenyl diphosphate. थर्ड स्टेप पे क्या होता है कि 6 of those isoprenoid unit they condense to form a molecule of squalene. So how does it happen? It happens that this isopentenyl diphosphate, it is isomerized by a shift of double bond to form a compound known as 3,3-dimethyl allyl diphosphate. Now this again condenses with another molecule of isopentenyl diphosphate to form एक 10 कार्बन का इंटरमीडिएट जिसका नाम है जिरानिल डाइफॉस्फेट। ये जिरानिल डाइफॉस्फेट के साथ एक दूसरा मॉलिक्यूल आइसोपेंटानिल डाइफॉस्फेट कंडेंस करता है एंड इट फॉर्म्स फार्नेसिल डाइफॉस्फेट। अब क्या होता है कि दो मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ फार्नेसिल डाइफॉस्फेट ये कंडेंस करता है डाइफॉस्फेट एंड पे टू फॉर्म अ मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ स्क्वालीन। नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लैनोस्टेरॉल। तो ये जो स्क्वालीन मॉलिक्यूल है ऐसे 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 ऐसे, सो दिस इज अ स्ट्रेट, it is like this. So what happens is that it can fold into a structure which very closely resembles the steroid nucleus. लेकिन ring closure से पहले squalene is converted to a compound known as squalene 2,3-epoxide. अब इसमें क्या होता है कि जो मिथाइल ग्रुप है so the enzyme is what known as a mixed function oxidase, and the compound, as I told you, is squalene epoxide, and there is cyclization. The methyl group on carbon 14 is transferred to carbon 13 एंड कार्बन 8 पे जो था उसको कार्बन 14 पे ट्रांसफर करते हैं। The next step is the formation of cholesterol, और ये this takes place in the membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum and it involves changes in the steroid nucleus and the side chain. तो क्या होता है, मिथाइल ग्रुप जो है कार्बन 14 और कार्बन 4 पे ये हटा देते हैं, दिस इज रिमूव्ड टू फॉर्म 14-desmethyl lanosterol. This 14-desmethyl lanosterol is then converted to zymosterol. Now the double bond at carbon 8 and 9 subsequently shifts to carbons 5 and 6 through 2 steps to form desmosterol. Finally, इसका जो डबल बॉन्ड है साइड चेन, इट इज रिड्यूस्ड एंड वी हैव अ कंपाउंड नोन एज कोलेस्ट्रॉल. Now you have to remember the major names, because many at times you may get a full question on synthesis of cholesterol, biosynthesis or de novo synthesis. You need not remember all the enzymes, but at least the important ones. Okay. Now, let us talk about, we have formed cholesterol. Now, how do we regulate? So, the synthesis of cholesterol, ये बहुत tightly controlled है at the regulatory enzyme step, that is HMG-CoA reductase. And as I have shown you, ये जो इस स्टेप का प्रोडक्ट है, that is mevalonate, it is inhibited by mevalonate or it is inhibited by cholesterol, the end product. Therefore, अगर हम अपने डाइट में ज्यादा कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेंगे तो this will ultimately lead to a decrease in the de novo synthesis of cholesterol, especially in the liver. So regulatory mechanism जो है, both for modulation of synthesis of enzyme protein and post translational modification. तो ये दोनों तरीके से, चाहे जो एंजाइम्स है उनके सिंथेसिस को मॉड्यूलेट करे या बनने के बाद उसको फॉस्फोराइलेट डीफॉस्फोराइलेट करे ताकि वो मॉडिफाई हो जाए. तो कोलेस्ट्रॉल जो है, what happens is that this depresses or reduces the transcription of the mRNA, which is the HMG-CoA reductase mRNA. And this it does by inhibition of a factor known as sterol regulatory element binding protein transcription factor. तो ये SRBP ट्रांसक्रिप्शन फैक्टर को इनहिबिट करता है कोलेस्ट्रॉल या उसका मेटाबोलाइट्स, और ये इनहिबिट करता है HMG कोएंजाइम A रिडक्टेज mRNA का ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. ये जो SREBP का जो एक्टिवेशन है, दिस इज इनहिबिटेड बाय व्हाट इज एन इंसुलिन इंड्यूस्ड जीन जिसका नाम है INSEG. This protein expression is induced by insulin, and this is present in the endoplasmic reticulum. So you have SREBP transcription factor inhibiting HMG coenzyme A mRNA transcription, and you have INSEG which is stopping the SREBP activation, therefore allowing HMG coenzyme A reductase to carry on. Now this INSEG also promotes the degradation of HMG CoA reductase enzyme. Now cholesterol synthesis and reductase activity has what is known as a diurnal variation, and it has been seen that the biosynthesis of cholesterol takes place maximum at about between 11 to 1 p.m. in the night. So that is why the patients with hyperlipidemia, they are advised to take these statins after meal in the night before they go to sleep. Now, short-term changes in the enzyme activity, as I have discussed, is brought about by what is known as post-translational modification. तो ये जो HMG CoA reductase का activity है, it is increased by the presence of insulin or the thyroid hormones, or it can be decreased by glucagon and glucocorticoids. So here you have to understand, ये इंसुलिन कब निकलता है? जब हम खाना खाते हैं या we have a large carbohydrate in our diet. So insulin, that is the time it is released from the pancreas, the thyroid hormones also, and This insulin, what it is doing is that it is allowing for the utilization of the acetyl coenzyme A of glycolysis for the production of cholesterol. अब इसका उल्टा है, जब हम स्टार्व करते हैं या हमको बहुत जरूरत है इसका building up का, so what happens is the glucagon or the glucocorticoids, what do? They decrease the activity of HMG-CoA, therefore leading to less production of cholesterol, therefore leaving acetyl coenzyme A for the production of energy through the TCA cycle. Now, ये जो activity है, this is done by phosphorylation and dephosphorylation mechanism. And ये जो mechanism है, it may be cyclic AMP dependent, and as I have already just described before starting cholesterol, it is responsive to the presence of glucagon. तो यहाँ पे इस सुंदर डायग्राम में what are we looking at? We are looking at this enzyme, that is AMP activated protein kinase. Now ये जो AMPK जो है, this phosphorylates HMG coenzyme A reductase, एक phosphorylate करके it makes it inactive. This HMG CoA reductase, due to the attachment of a phosphate group from ATP, now this becomes inactive. So HMPK, it reduces the activity of the HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme. Now this AMPK, this is activated by another enzyme via phosphorylation, that is known as AMPK kinase, and also by as allosteric modification using AMP. So this AMPKK, it activates AMPK to form an active AMPK, and this active AMPK acts on phosphorylates HMG-CoA reductase to inactivate it. The AMP is an allosteric modification, so you have to remember that AMP is produced from ADP and ADP comes from ATP. So usually in the body, in the normal course where energy is utilized, ATP usually converts to ADP, and then again it rephosphorylates back to ATP. But if there is an excessive amount of energy requirement, then the second phosphate group from ATP is also removed and AMP is formed. So the presence of AMP tells the body that I need glucose for glycolysis and TCA cycle. Therefore, it inhibits HMG-CoA reductase and therefore inhibits the formation of cholesterol. So this, it is inactivated. Now what happens is that, how does insulin activate it? So you see that the insulin, it stimulates the another enzyme known as protein phosphatase. And what does protein phosphatase do is, it removes the phosphate group and make the HMG-CoA reductase active. Now insulin will not be present when glucagon is around. So insulin is a counter hormone. Glucagon, cyclic AMP, inhibitor 1-phosphate, this inhibits protein phosphatase. That means it inhibits the conversion of an active AMPK to an inactive AMPK, and also it inhibits this protein phosphatase enzyme and that prevents it from activating the HMG CoA reductase. Then after this, let us look at the cholesterol drugs. So as I've said, there are many statin drugs which are used for preventing the synthesis of cholesterol. They are atorvastatin, fluvastatin, lovastatin, pravastatin, rosuvastatin and simvastatins. They are structural analogues of HMG CoA. Therefore, they are metabolized to reversible competitive inhibitors of HMG CoA reductase. So they act as a reversible competitive inhibitor, and we use this in a large amount for the control of plasma cholesterol level in persons with hypercholesterolemia. Now we have to look at this, that the LDL receptor, it is highly regulated, and so we will talk about what are the factors which regulate the cholesterol balance in the body. So this cholesterol balance, as we know, LDL receptors occur on the cell surface. No, we don't know. We will talk about it later on. So अभी सिर्फ आप जान जाइए, तो ये कोटेड पिट्स होता है जो LDL रिसेप्टर के लिए होता है, एंड इसके अंदर देयर इज व्हाट इज नोन एज अ प्रोटीन कॉल्ड क्लैथरिन, और ये जो ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन रिसेप्टर है ये पूरे मेम्ब्रेन को स्पैन करता है. ये ApoB100 रीजन है सेल वॉल पे. सो दिस ApoB100 ये जब क्लैथरिन LDL को बाइंड कर लेता है, then what happens is that there is endocytosis of that LDL cholesterol, the cholesterol ester, and due to endocytosis, it is the apoprotein and the cholesterol esters, they are hydrolyzed inside the lysosomes, and the cholesterol is translocated inside the cell into the cholesterol pool, and subsequently, like what happens is that the receptor is recycled back to the cell surface, and it starts for the next cycle of LDL cholesterol. Now, the influx of cholesterol, it inhibits the transcription of the gene which encodes HMG CoA synthase, HMG CoA reductase and other enzymes. Now, cholesterol is transported between tissues through plasma lipoproteins. Though we will talk about it later on, but most of the cholesterol that is transported in the lipoproteins, it is in the form of cholesterol esters, and the largest proportion of cholesterol esters in our body is found in the low density lipoprotein. So what happens is that the diet, this is the intestine, so the dietary cholesterol, this is taken up through chylomicrons. So this dietary cholesterol, ये इक्विलिब्रेट करता है प्लाज्मा कोलेस्ट्रॉल में कुछ दिन में या टिश्यू कोलेस्ट्रॉल के साथ in some weeks. So this cholesterol ester in the diet, ये हाइड्रोलाइज्ड होता है कोलेस्ट्रॉल, और ये it is absorbed by the intestine along with the unesterified cholesterol and other lipids. उसके बाद ये जो इंटेस्टीन में कोलेस्ट्रॉल सिंथेसाइज्ड हुआ, ये काइलोमाइक्रॉन्स में it gets incorporated. So of the cholesterol absorbed, 80 to 90% is esterified with a long chain fatty acid in the intestinal mucosa. Now 95% of the chylomicron cholesterol is delivered to the liver as chylomicron remnants, and then most of the cholesterol secreted by the liver, it is through very low density lipoprotein, is retained during the formation of IDL. So through VLDL it forms IDL, which is retained, and ultimately this IDL forms LDL. So VLDL has triglycerides, cholesterol esters and cholesterol, and this through HDL. So what happens is the triglyceride is removed. Again we have the VLDL remnants where there is triglyceride C, E and C, and the triglyceride is given back into the liver, and the cholesterol and cholesterol esters, they are taken up as LDL, and this LDL is taken up by the LDL receptor in the liver and the extra hepatic tissues. Now plasma LCAT, it is responsible for virtually all the plasma cholesterol ester in the humans. LCAT is lecithin cholesterol acyl transferase, and this LCAT activity is associated with the HDL which contains ApoA1. और जैसे जैसे HDL के अंदर cholesterol becomes esterified, it creates a concentration gradient and it draws the cholesterol from the tissues and other lipoprotein. Therefore, HDL को help करता है in the reverse cholesterol transport. Cholesterol ester transfer protein, which is associated with HDL, is also found in the plasma, and this facilitates the transfer of cholesterol ester from HDL to VLDL, IDL and LDL in exchange for triacylglycerol, and this relieves product inhibition of LCAT activity in HDL. अब हम यहां रोकेंगे, आगे हम सेकेंड पार्ट पढ़ेंगे कोलेस्ट्रॉल में. Some of you may not understand fully, therefore I request you read the textbook carefully, very carefully. If you don't understand, please get back to me, but remember, be aware of this coronavirus, wear a mask, stay at home and prepare for your exams. Bye.